You have absolute control over only one thing, your mind. If you master that, nobody else can stop you. People will test you, life will push you, the world will laugh at your pain. But you know what separates those who win from those who quit? It's silent firmness. It's the mind that even bleeding inside doesn't hand over power to chaos. So now, pay close attention. If you want to build an unshakable mind, face challenges with courage, and achieve real success, this video is for you. Because here, you'll learn what nobody told you. The world doesn't change. People don't change. What changes is the strength of your mind facing them. And when that happens, nothing has power over you anymore. While the world pushes you to react, explode, play victim, the great ones know. True power lies in choosing your own thought. Napoleon Hill called this mental authority, and he said all riches begin with a dominated idea. What does that mean? Before you conquer something outside, you need to win here inside. You don't control the weather, you don't control the criticism, but you can choose not to yield, not to bow, and not to surrender your peace to what doesn't deserve it. This silent choice made within the mind is the first step to becoming unshakable. And believe me, whoever masters this inner space doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. You want to know what makes a man keep going, even tired, ignored, discredited? Self-discipline. It's invisible, but it shapes everything. It's what makes you get out of bed when desire wants to drown you. It's what stops you from responding in anger. It's what says no to immediate pleasures because it sees the prize that hasn't arrived yet. Napoleon Hill was clear. Self-discipline is the bridge between thought and realization. You can have the best plans in the world, you can read all the books, you can watch 1,000 videos like this one, but if you don't have discipline to apply it, nothing happens. Act as if nothing affects you. Yes, but understand, this isn't pretending, it's training. It's a mind that's been conditioned little by little to respond with purpose, not impulse. And this silent strength is worth more than any passing motivation. We live in a noisy world. Everyone wants to talk, respond, prove something. But you want to be truly strong, learn to be quiet. Napoleon Hill said the most successful men he knew were those who spoke little and thought much, because silence is a force field. It protects you, it observes, it gives you time to think before acting. Being calm isn't being weak, it's being strategic. While fools react, the wise calculate. And when they act, nobody understands where so much firmness came from. Want to be unshakable? Stay silent when the world wants to provoke you, because true power is knowing you could explode, but choosing to win instead. You think you're strong because you feel less? No. Strength isn't the absence of emotion, it's the capacity to choose what to do with it. Napoleon Hill taught that the greatest enemy of success is the undisciplined mind, dominated by impulses. Anger makes you act fast. Anxiety makes you quit too soon. Neediness makes you accept what you don't deserve, but self-control sets you free. When you understand this, you stop justifying your behaviors with phrases like, "Oh, that's just how I am. It was stronger than me." Nothing is stronger than a decided mind. Nothing. Don't react, choose, don't explode, observe. Don't let your emotions decide for you. Because whoever only acts when they're in a good mood never goes far. Success demands consistency, and consistency demands conscious emotional control. One of the greatest proofs of inner strength is the capacity to not explain yourself all the time. You don't need to justify every choice, every step, every silence. Napoleon Hill said the opinion of others is a luxury only the insecure take seriously. While you try to please everyone, your energy gets drained and your purpose gets forgotten. But whoever knows who they are doesn't need to prove it. They walk with firmness, even when misunderstood. They choose what to keep silent about because they understand that responding to everything is wasting time on nothing. People will judge you anyway, question you, criticize you, distort you. So what? You're not here to be understood. You're here to fulfill what you were born to do. And that isn't explained, it's lived. Pay attention. Whoever screams too much hides too much. The weak can't stand the shine of the focused. They don't attack you for what you get wrong. They attack you for what you represent. You remind them of what they didn't have the courage to be. Napoleon Hill said, "Unjust criticism is almost always a disguise for unresolved admiration." So stop trying to defend yourself, trying to fix every comment, trying to please those who'll never support you. These people don't want the truth. They want you to lower yourself. They want you to explain yourself. They want you to quit. But you weren't made for that. You were made to disturb, to create discomfort in those living on autopilot, and to inspire, even in silence, those who are still waking up. So next time they attack you, smile inside, because their noise only confirms one thing: you're on the right path. Pain doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to forge you, but only if you have the courage to face it and not run. Napoleon Hill said, "Every adversity carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit." But here's the secret. This seed doesn't bloom in those who spend their lives hiding from their own pain. You want to be unshakable? Then stop running from everything that makes you uncomfortable. Stop anesthetizing your mind with distractions. Stop avoiding silence, because that's where the truth appears. The pain you avoid today will come back tomorrow, stronger. But the pain you face with firmness transforms you into someone no failure can break. Don't ask for life to be lighter, ask to be stronger, because pain is inevitable, but suffering is the choice of those who refuse to evolve. The world sees what you show, but life rewards you for what you do when nobody's watching. It's easy to seem strong on Instagram. It's easy to talk pretty in videos. What's hard is maintaining focus when there's no applause. What's hard is getting up early when nobody's holding you accountable. What's hard is staying firm when nobody recognizes your effort. But that's where empires are built. Napoleon Hill called this invisible character, the strength that only appears backstage, the discipline nobody sees but that transforms everything. While the weak live for image, the strong live for practice. They train in silence, study when everyone sleeps, persist even without guarantees, because they know what you practice in the dark is what shines when your time comes. And that time always comes, but only for those who were prepared. You know what the difference is between winners and quitters? It's not talent, it's not luck, it's persistence. Napoleon Hill wrote, "The turning point for almost all men who achieved great success came at the moment when everything seemed lost. Most quit too soon. They give up at the first obstacle or the second or the 10th. But those who win are the ones who keep going, even when it no longer seems to make sense, because they understand a silent law of life. Miracles don't happen for those who try, they happen for those who don't stop. You might not see results now, it might seem like nothing's changing, but if you keep going, something up ahead will open up. Not by magic, but because life bows before those who persist with faith, discipline, and an internal fire nobody can extinguish. Stop wanting everyone to understand you. You don't need to be understood. You need to be respected. And respect isn't born from explanation, it's born from posture. Napoleon Hill said, "The man who truly knows what he wants doesn't need to justify himself, he just follows." People only understand what's within their reach, but you're not here to fit into others' understanding. You're here to build your own path, even if nobody applauds at first. You want respect? Then stop bowing, stop begging for validation, stop shrinking yourself to fit into small places. Speak less, walk more firmly, and let the results speak for you. Because in the end, whoever acts as if nothing affects them scares, silences, and inspires, all at the same time. They say you're cold, that you've changed, that you're not the same anymore. But what they don't know is that this coldness they criticize so much is the armor you built after being hurt too much. Napoleon Hill taught that great leaders are those who learn to master their own heart without losing their soul. You didn't become cold. You became more selective. You stopped begging for love, stopped accepting emotional crumbs. You healed yourself. And whoever heals learns to keep silent, to walk away without making a scene, to protect their peace like something sacred. The world calls this coldness, but you know, this is maturity, this is self-love, this is survival. Because whoever has cried alone too much has learned not to be shaken by just any storm. You really think it's going to be easy, that wanting and believing is enough, and everything just falls into place. No, life doesn't work that way. Napoleon Hill wrote, "Life tests the determination of all men before entrusting them with great responsibilities. You'll be ignored, you'll be rejected, you'll work in silence while nobody believes in you, and maybe you'll think about quitting. But listen carefully, this isn't the end, it's the test. Life wants to know if you're ready, if your will is true, if you keep moving forward even when everything says turn back, because only after the test comes the reward. And the stronger your resistance, the more glorious the victory. Act as if nothing affects you, because deep down you know, the great ones only receive when they prove they don't quit. You've already endured silently, already continued when nobody supported you, already cried alone and still got up. So listen to me now with an open heart. You're closer than you think." Napoleon Hill said, "Many people quit when they're one step away from success. They stop before the finish line, and maybe you're right there, one step away. You don't feel it because you're tired. You don't see it because you're in the dark. But what you've been planting in silence is creating deep roots. What seems invisible today will be admired by everyone tomorrow, but only you will know it all started in that moment when nobody believed. And even so, you continued. So take a deep breath and keep going a little more, because the finish line never warns that it's close. It only appears for those who don't stop. You don't need to shout. You don't need to show off. You don't need to explain your victories. Just be at peace. Just stay firm. Just continue. And that already disturbs. Napoleon Hill said, "Quiet persistence breaks more barriers than any show of force." And that's what's happening with you now. Your calm disturbs those living in chaos. Your discipline irritates those who only know how to procrastinate. Your silent evolution screams to those living stagnant, and that's why they judge you, criticize you, exclude you, not because you're wrong, but because your presence exposes their weakness. Keep going like this, firm, focused, quiet. Because the noisy ones want a stage, but the silent ones are building empires. The world belongs to those who don't despair, to those who observe before acting, to those who, even with hot blood, respond with coolness and clarity. Napoleon Hill said, "The man who masters his impulses inevitably masters the environment around him." And that's not an exaggeration, because in a world where everyone reacts, whoever thinks before acting stands out. Most people explode, complain, sabotage themselves for a moment of anger or neediness. But you've learned to breathe deeply, to pause before speaking, to act with purpose and not impulse. This makes you rare, makes you respected, makes you feared. Because true power isn't making noise, it's being able to remain centered while the world collapses around you. If you master your interior, the exterior is already won. Sometimes it seems like you're alone, like only you chose the difficult path, the path of discipline, self-control, silence. But listen carefully. You're not alone. You're part of an invisible minority that wakes up early with nobody watching, that fights for a purpose without applause, that carries quiet scars and still stays firm. Napoleon Hill knew this. He wrote for those who think differently, for those who refuse the easy path, and you're one of them. While many quit at the first fall, you continue. While many shout, you act in silence. That's the mark of the strong. They don't need to be seen all the time because they know true recognition comes when the world can no longer ignore them. You're on that path, and there are many others like you in silence, growing. There comes a moment when nothing matters as much as your mission. You start losing interest in empty conversations, in distractions, in opinions, because now you're obsessed. And no, that's not an exaggeration. It's exactly this mental state that creates legends. Napoleon Hill called this defined purpose, an internal fire so strong it consumes fear, laziness, doubt, everything. You start living at a different rhythm. While others relax, you adjust the route. While they complain, you execute. You're no longer interested in seeming. You want to accomplish. And what was sacrifice becomes lifestyle. What was difficult becomes natural. Because now focus is no longer effort. It's part of who you've become. And when that happens, nothing distracts you anymore. Nothing stops you. You've already fallen, already thought about stopping, already cried in silence while the world kept going as if nothing was happening. But you didn't quit, and that's what makes you different. Napoleon Hill said, "Persistence transforms character and molds destiny." The world may not recognize your effort at first, may ignore you, criticize you, leave you alone. But there's one thing nobody can ignore for long: results. And results come for those who stayed, for those who insisted, for those who went through the pain and came out stronger. In the end, the world bows. Those who laughed now applaud. Those who doubted now learn from you. Because the world may not like it, but it respects those who never quit. And if you made it this far, it's because you're one of those. You're not the same anymore. The one who was shaken by everything stayed behind. The one who needed approval no longer exists. Today you walk firm, think clearly, choose silence as a sword. Napoleon Hill knew the most powerful force in the universe is within the man who masters himself. And now that force is in you. You don't need to shout anymore or prove anything, because your posture speaks, your discipline shines, your focus inspires. And the most beautiful part, you don't even need to be noticed, because the truly great don't need an audience. They live their truth in silence, and just by existing, they show the way. Now breathe deeply, look around, see who you've become. You're living proof that when you fall silent, the world listens. If this message touched you in some way, if it made sense in your moment of life, then share this strength, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Say what impacted you most, or just write, "I choose to be unshakable." This helps us keep spreading this message to more people who, like you, are awakening to a new version of themselves. Remember, silence can be your greatest weapon and the mind your true wealth. See you in the next video.